Did you meet me out too? No? All right. Awesome, awesome. Let's put the chat on so people can chat it up. What's going on? What's going on? We're going to get this call started here in about 1 minute. We got a lot of people that are just hopping on here. I know today is the first day we're going live here with this. So it's a little bit different than what we usually have done. So we're going to wait for a couple more ladies to hop on here today. So let everybody know that we are live. Excited about this information that we're going to be giving out tonight. First Boss Lady live YouTube call. Super excited. So let's go ahead and send out our last minute messages and let everybody know we are live.
You entered access code 586337.
All right, ladies. We're going to wait for a couple more people to get on here. And we will get going. All right, ladies, again, we're going to get started here in the next minute. I know we have a lot of people that are first time, obviously, doing this, so we have a lot of people that are going to get on here. So we'll get this started here about 2 more minutes, and we'll go ahead and go live with this here. And I'll introduce with you our host. So, again, ladies, actually, we're just going to go ahead and get started now. Again, ladies, and welcome to today's Boss Lady call. I'm very excited about the information we're going to give out here tonight. My name is Michelle Wilson. I'm actually the founder of the Boss Lady movement. And again, we are just taking so many steps towards growing and gaining success within this industry, especially in the product that we're working with as actually traded in the market. So, you know, I started up this program to get a lot of women to come together and stop, you know, so much competing, but more dominating and working and building together. So we have just had so much success with this, and now again we're taking up on another level of success, going live, and this is an opportunity for now you to be able to connect with the people that are speaking. Actually get to see, you know, the excitement and the enthusiasm that, you know, one has when it comes to talking about the movement or talking about how to build business or even talking about mindset. You know, they would say 90% of this business is mindset and 10% of it is skill. And I believe that wholeheartedly. So the lady I'm going to bring up here tonight, she is just, you know, somebody who's definitely special and dear to me. Definitely one of my mentees. And she has definitely been the epitome of do what I do, say what I say, and you'll have what I have. And that's exactly what she has done. She has copied the right cats, and that cat is just not myself. She has copied everybody who she's taken some type of value from, and she has definitely done very, very well for herself. So I'm going to go ahead and take it away for Miss Jessica Rios. If we have you online, if you can go ahead and take the floor. Jessica, you're up, and if you can hear me or see me, go ahead and take the floor.
Hello, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that introduction. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'm so humbled and happy to be on the line. And I'm so excited for today. If you ladies on the chat can actually help me, let me know via the chat if you can see this the presentation that I'm about to pull up right now. I would really appreciate that. So give me 1 second here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Perfect. Ladies, can you see what I am putting up? Michelle, can you see my presentation on the screen? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it fine.
Awesome, awesome. Ladies, well, with that introduction, welcome to the Boss Lady Call. I'm so excited. Today's training is titled Building Women in Business. And I couldn't be more than happy, to be the guinea pig of this very first call. So with further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. Want my next slide to pop up here. Yikes. 1 second, ladies. Okay. Well, welcome to the call. Make sure to tune in to our YouTube live streamed call every single Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, here at our very own brand new WG Boss Lady page. And I want to make sure that you ladies know, if this is the very first time that you're hopping onto the call, welcome. Make sure that you make it a habit to attend our meetings every single Thursday and that you have pen and paper with you. Tonight, I actually want to go ahead and get started with the quote that says, by working 8 hours a day, you may eventually get to be your own boss and work 12 hours a day, by Robert Frost. Isn't that ironic? For those that do not know me, a quick introduction about myself, so we're not complete strangers here. My name is Jessica Rios. I'm 23 years old, born in Mexico, raised in California, lived there pretty much my whole life, 16 years. And my story is very simple. Even my persona is very simple. I don't like the complicated. I don't like the curious. I learned by my mentors to love the simple and the serious. And pretty much, the oldest of three, come from a very humble background, a very hardworking family and parents. And, they said, go to college, right? So that you don't work so hard, so that you work smarter, right? So I said, okay, let's do this college thing. Long story short, applied to 9 universities. To my surprise, I was so financially illiterate, didn't know at the time, that I did not know what even a half or a full scholarship was. I had 4 of those and I let them down the drain. Believe me, if I would have known better, I would have done better. And I don't share it because I'm proud. I share it because it's true. So basically, I made it to my top school, which was UCLA, right? It was my dream school. And I said, you know what? I'm taking this shot. I'm not going to be the girl who lets money stop her from her dreams. And I went. right? Because of that decision, I ended up being the girl who had 2 jobs and an internship and was a full-time student. But what happened was, if it wasn't school, it was work. And if it wasn't work, it was school. And the irony in that was that I was going to school to get a better job, to get better pay, to have a better life, right? You know, not just for myself, but to be able to be an example for others. And the thing was, I was working just to get by school. So it was so ironic, and I'm like, how does this work? It didn't feel right to me. But what didn't feel right was that I knew there was a better way out there. I didn't know how, but I knew there was a better way. And I knew that I just wanted to have something back, and that was time. I wanted to control my time. I started doing my research, you know, via the industry. And, you know, I was introduced to the industry by myself. I was the person who wanted someone to invite her to an opportunity like this one, right? Where the company itself, the service itself makes you money without having to do the selling, without having to do the sharing. But nobody would invite me. And, you know, long story short, what ended up happening was I met a friend via online. They were the ones who opened me the door to WG. You know, I asked and they answered me. We met, I got started the night of, and flash forward to today, I've been an entrepreneur for 3 years in the industry too. And, you know, I said, you know what? Having a job is not for me. That's not what I want. I want to be self-employed. And now I could be able to say that I haven't held a job in over a year, right? Because I am not born, make sure you're, I was not born to be you know, to just have a job. I was not born to make money for somebody else. I was not born, you know, to make somebody else rich and then at the end of the day, leave my dreams on the floor. I was born to go out there and live the life that I want, just like all you ladies, to eat what you want, to go where you want, with who you want, whenever you want. And, you know, because of that, I realized that via this WG, I could turn my dollars into employees just like you, that I can turn my passion into a profession where I do not have to limit myself based on other people's resources or the way they thought I was worth, right? That I could turn my passion into that profession. Because let's be honest, ladies and gents, I know we have some gents on, you know, a career and a job just does not cut it anymore. So having that said, you know, I am happy to be part of the Boss Lady Council. I'm humbled to be looked at, you know, up to as by some as the leader. And today, just by you being on the call, I need you to understand that you are a boss lady, okay? However, as a boss lady, we have to be ladies that understand the facts of what it takes to be a boss, especially in WG. Tonight, I just want to share with you information, the information that is needed to succeed in your business. So I have decided to name the topic of tonight, building women in business. And I want to talk about 3 simple things. The first one is organization. The second one is collaboration. And the third one is duplication. Next slide. Just give me a second, ladies. It's not popping up. Let me switch it myself. Here we go. Besides that, ladies, I just want to share with you, you know, there's a fact, right? No one is born a business guru, right? In traditional businesses, you know, both women and men, they have to give great presentations, right? They have to be able to understand financial statements in order to run a business. They have to be able to have the ability, you know, to make effective executive decisions, right? They have to know the difference between 1, setting a goal, and 2, achieving it, right? Which is something completely different, you know, from the other. And, you know, with that said, in a traditional business, I don't know why this presentation is not switching. Ladies, this is how we grow, right? Try new things. Besides that, you know, in a traditional business, what happens is you have to delegate work, right? You have to understand the cuts, right? The losses and the wins. As ladies who, you know, are not doing the lotions and the potions, right? Who we're talking about the industry, the finance industry, the Forex market, the largest financial market in the world, right? Living currency inside the equities. We have to be able to understand those losses, those wins. We have to be able to leave that emotion aside from, you know, realizing that you may have lost a trade, realizing that you may have had a bad week, realizing that you may have had a bad, day. We know that we won't have continue back to months because our product is guaranteed. But besides that, you have to learn how to do, perform appraisals, and you have to be more than a boss. Because let's be honest, right? A boss can be anybody in any industry, in any type of business, whether that business requires people to build the business or whether that business is like ours, where it builds people, right? But in reality, not everybody can run a business because one, you can work your way up to being a boss. However, if you don't learn how to run your business, guess what's going to happen? That business is going to run you. And isn't that the whole point why we all started in WG? So that we can have a business that does not run us, that we run it. So in my honest opinion, okay, as WG boss ladies, I need all of us to understand that we are in a non-traditional business where we are privileged to create our own teams. If you had a traditional business, that would be having to hire your own staff. You can hire your own staff. You can fire your own staff, right? Over here, you have to learn how to, one, work with the willing and take out the garbage. And two, sometimes you have to understand that that garbage has to take itself out, right? As WG boss ladies in a non-traditional business, in a modern 21st century business, we get to lead our own teams. Meaning we get to be those bosses. We get to be those leaders from day one. You do not have to build your way up, right? A baby, think about a baby, ladies, right? I'm not a mother yet, but, being a baby one day myself and, having siblings, I know this. A baby is not born walking. A baby is not born talking, right? They have to say that baby gibberish, right? They have to start turning in that bed. Then they have to start crawling. And then after they start crawling, they have to try to stand up, pick themselves up in their crib. And after they get to stand up in their crib, they have to give their own steps. And then they have to fall down. So understand that as lady boss leaders in the movement, that's exactly what we have to do. Right? If a guy understands that in a baseball game, you get 3 strikes, and after that 3rd strike, you are out. No matter how much you want to get another pitch, no matter how much you want to get another hit, it does not happen. 1, 2, 3 strikes. So we should look at it the same way. Be leaders where, one, we're willing to work with people and tell them what they have to do. 2, when they get lost, we are willing to help them find themselves back up, right? But at that third time, you no longer pick them up. You make them realize that, listen, I'm just not a boss lady, right? I don't got the rap. I don't got the potion. I'm a woman in business. So if you are serious, guess what you have to do? You have to pick yourself back up, right? As boss ladies, we get to run our own team meetings, right? We get to organize. I am so happy to see the ladies that are rising, that from the East Coast to the West Coast are going to meetings, that, have hosted calls, that are going to in front of the stage, right? Ladies, if you're taking notes right now, believe me, I'm doing my very best to drop some value on you. But if you're taking notes right now, you are a boss, because you know that note takers are money makers. And if you start taking notes, guess what you're going to be able to do? You're going to be able to pass that forward. And eventually you're going to be in front of a call, right? Whether it's hosting it or whether it's training it. And eventually you'll make your way up from the back of the room to the front of the room. And then eventually you'll have that mic in your hand. And then eventually you'll have that marker in your hand. And what does that mean? That you're a boss lady in WG who's not just in the movement to be in the movement, but who is growing and who is helping others grow, right? I am so happy to see ladies share their testimonials. I am so happy to see ladies asking, hey, when is the next boss lady dinner? When is the next regional? What can I do? I have a question. That is ladies who are willing to go out of their way to organize, right? As WG boss ladies, we also have to lead, right, our own team decisions, meaning being the collaborators. I've heard many times that an event is only as good as the people running it, right? You don't have to be the best talker. You don't have to be the best speaker. You don't have to be, the best trader. You don't have to be the best network marketer, right? You just have to want to be a team player. What do I mean by that? You will never, ever, ever, we will never, I will never, ever, ever get more done being independent. Is the privilege that we have of reaping our own benefits within teamwork in our movement, right? In my honest opinion, ladies, we have it too easy. We have it too easy for this reason. Organization. Do we have to organize $1 million business? No. However, every single lady in here has what it takes to build their way up the corporate ladder, to no longer hold a pink or a blue collar job. You're in the finance industry. Whether you're working your job full-time and working on your fortune part-time, whether you're just working or going to school, or that you're just a stay-at-home mom, or whatever the case is, you have the potential to make your way up to that Forbes list, because you are already part of that selective white-collar job through our industry. Do we have to organize $1 trillion market? No. Do you have to act like you're the expert? No. All you have to do is copy and paste. Place it and forget it and profit, right? Let our founders, let our owners, let our traders, our experts do what they do. And all you have to do is your part. But do you have to organize that market? Do you have to personally wake up and open up the Forex market on Monday and close it on Friday and then open it up back on Sunday? Do you personalize, have to create that $5 trillion revenue? Absolutely not. It's right there in front of us, right? Do we have to go out of our way to organizing $1 billion industry? No. Do we have to go out of our way to convince someone or to persuade someone or to beg someone to understand that that's what we got? Absolutely not. So my question is, why do we not have more six-figure boss ladies? I know we have six-figure boss ladies on this call, right? Robin Mansell, Wendy Gutierrez, right? Michelle Wilson. We have ladies who have built six figures multiple times, not just in WG, in their professions, in their respective, stories. But why isn't your story amongst them? Ladies, if some ladies are afraid to say it, I'm not. Because what I want you to get from me tonight is a message, and it's our growth. Who's stopping you from being a six-figure female boss lady in WG? You. Day in and day out. Week in and week out. Month in and month out. Are you setting up your goals every morning? Because if you don't have a daily goal, how are you supposed to hit a weekly goal? If you don't have a weekly goal, how are you supposed to hit a monthly goal? If you don't have a monthly goal, how are you supposed to create a six-figure income in 6 months, in 9 months, in 12 months, in 18 months? See, the problem is something that me and you both know. People do not plan to fail. They fail to plan. The only person that's stopping you from getting organized and taking both your Forex and your business game to the next level is yourself. That lady in the mirror. Nobody else. Nobody else. Okay? So I don't have a slide for this, but I'm going to share with you how I organize myself in the mornings, how I've been organizing myself in the mornings for the last weeks. I wake up and I do my bed every single day. Because if you cannot do your bed, that just screams out loud that you do not have discipline. I don't know what you believe in. I don't know if you're a believer. I don't know if you believe in religion, but I believe in a higher power. And I like to ask for things. I like to pray for things that money can buy, like patience, like wisdom, right? Like the ability to go out there and live by my purpose. Like the ability to go out there and chase my dreams, not paper. Like the ability to go out there and be, an example worth to follow, right? The ability to go out there and realize, you know what? I don't want a cup half full. I don't want a cup half empty. I want to empty out my cup every single morning. After I ask for those things that money cannot buy, I proceed to my bathroom. I go to the mirror, because that's the only person who ever stops me from doing anything throughout my day, whether it's going out on a run in the morning, whether it's missing the gym and showing up to the gym at 12 and midnight, whatever it is, the only person that's going to stop me is myself. So what I go is what I do, what I call affirmations. If you don't do affirmations, I am recommending you tonight to do them because they will change your life. Affirmation simply means that you affirm yourself something that you already know. See, we already know that if you have your why, guess what? How you decide to grow your business is irrelevant because we have a system that works with the support system to go along with it, right? But you have to understand why you're doing it in the first place. I go into the mirror and in the front, I say, I deserve to be successful because I put value in people's lives. I say to myself, I deserve to be happy because happiness is that one thing that nobody ever did but me. I deserve to live the life that others are not gonna live because I am willing to do today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, today, what others are not willing to do. Simple things like that, right? Another thing is I made it a habit not to take my phone into my bedroom because if I'm on my phone, that means I have to be sharing the business. If I'm on my phone, that means I have to be checking up on my trades. If I'm on my phone, it's to make money because that's what I'm here to do, to show others how to sell and buy currency and nothing else. But if I don't know how to do it, how am I supposed to show them? However, I two types of people that are on the phone and on the internet. The ones who waste their time and the ones who make money. Which one are you right now, right? Why do I say this, ladies? These are habits that I've incorporated into my daily life, right? They're morning daily rituals. But guess what? Not everybody does them, right? Some people do so much personal development that they never apply it. Don't you ever forget that knowledge is power only if shared and applied. But if you're not doing either, it's entertainment. You might as well just sit down in front of the couch the whole day and not even pick up that audio, not even pick up that book, because it's not going to do anything for you, okay? Information is powerful if you allowed it to transform you. So I want to ask you, now answer this honestly. How many of you are building your business? How many of you are leading? How many of you are organizing? How many of you are collabing? See, ladies, I didn't know about the industry. 2 years ago, I didn't even know what Forex was. I did not even know what it existed. I did not know about this cash flow quadrant. I didn't know any of the little bits and pieces now that I can share with somebody else. But what I knew is that I had habits that were not helping me. And I was willing to change those habits because this is the secret, ladies. Habits cannot disappear. You can only replace habits. They are not going to go anywhere. You can only disappear them. And if you disappear those habits, for good habits, you're going to realize this. You know what? The Boss Lady movement is full of habits, of growing habits. The Boss Lady movement is growing. It started with a group of girls that grew to over 100 girls, that grew over to over 400 girls, that grew over to over 700 girls, right? After just being a group of girls, it grew into a corporate movement, right? Where only one lady had the vision for it. When only one lady was the first one to hit the 100K. And then she led the way for other ladies to do it. And after that happened, guess what? The movement just started taking its course by itself, right? My question is, who is going to be one of the 100 six-figure boss ladies at our next national convention? Who is going to be the lady who takes the decision to run boss lady dinners? Who makes the decision to show up to leaders? Who makes the decision to work the way up from the back to the front? Who makes the decision that, you know what? I have what it takes to host. I have what it takes to do this. I have what it takes to go out there and show other ladies, listen, I didn't know I was a boss lady until I joined the movement, okay? But what I want to tell you is this. You answered yourself something. Now I want you to ask yourself something. What has the Boss Lady movement done for me? What has the Boss Lady movement done for you? And what have you done for it? See, the Boss Lady movement has grown, is growing. But guess what, ladies? It's very, very, very simple. When you grow, your business is going to grow. And now that the movement is growing, guess who else is growing? Women in business. All of you on this call. So let's go out there. Let's find that money for others. Let's grow that money for others. And let's show them how to keep it. Because this is the reality. And I want to end with another quote. If you owe the bank $100, that's not your problem. I mean, that is your problem. Sorry. If you owe the bank $100, that's your problem. But if you owe the bank 100 million, that's their problem. That was by J. Paul Getty. And ladies, we have that $1 million business in that $1 trillion market, in that $1 billion industry that we do not have to build, that we do not have to organize. It's right there for us. What you have to realize is that you're not just a woman in business. Woman, you are a business. So let's start collabing together, because that's how the Boss Lady movement has grown. From nothing to something. And guess what? We're heading everywhere, because that's exactly where it stands now. So with that said, Michelle, are you on the line? Michelle? Let's see. Michelle, do we have you on the line? Okay, ladies, I believe we're having some technical difficulties here. I'm going to introduce to you a very special lady who is going to come online, and she's going to share some amazing, amazing news with us. Laverne, are you there? One second, ladies. Let me check up on her real quick, because you are going to want to hear what this lady has for us. And it's a prime example of what we can do when we come together and make things happen.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, Michelle.
All right. Appreciate it. So, awesome training, Jessica. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day, to put this training together and to be our guinea pig, I guess you could say, on our first Boss Lady live stream. But as Jessica was saying, yes, I mean, what it takes in order for you to have any goal. I mean, whether it be a boss lady, whether it be, hitting a 6-figure rank, it takes mindset, it takes drive, it takes enthusiasm, it takes integrity. It's just so many things that fall into that line in order for you to have whatever goal that you're trying to reach. And one huge thing is you need to really put into perspective of, are you all in? Are you willing to go the distance? And are you willing to do everything that needs to be done for you to have success in this? Are you willing to promote events? Are you willing to, go to events? Number one, right? Are you willing to promote calls? Promote trainings? Be the one who gets just as excited as the one who sets up the calls, who sets up the dinners. Because that's what's going to grow any movement. And that's what's going to grow yourself. It's going to grow the enthusiasm that you have for it. It's going to grow the drive that you have for it. And then eventually it'll start becoming you. You always say, I'm not in WG, WG's in me. Why is that? Because you promote the service. You are utilizing the service. You know exactly what it has done for you and the value you have gotten from it. Well, if you want to be anything more in anything else, then you need to promote the heck out of it. You need to be excited about it. You need to be all in. You need to share everybody with everybody you're in. Sorry about that. Hear me okay? Okay, great. Well, sorry about that, the technical difficulties. But anyways, like I was saying, straight to the point. If you want to be all in anything, if you want to become something that's bigger than yourself, then you need to put yourself out there and take the steps that's necessary in order to do that. If you want to become a six-figure earner in this industry, then you need to pick up the phone more than anybody. Start dialing, start calling, start presenting. One person always told me, Michelle, give me the secret sauce to becoming a six-figure earner in here. I was like, you want me to tell you everything? Yes, everything. Show the plan. They said, no, but I want like more in-depth training. I said, okay, I'm gonna tell you what my mentor, JC Rangel, told me. Show the plan. Go talk to more people and show the plan. Well, Michelle, well, okay, well, what if I want to do events and all this stuff? What do I need to go do? Set them up. Do the events. This is how you set them up. Somebody always wants to be a leader, but nobody ever wants to take the leadership role and actually do the leadership things. How come people don't know about these calls? How come I didn't know about? Well, no, not really everybody's promoting about that, right? But they're valuable. Yes, I know. We have so many valuable calls. Anthony Napolitano does valuable calls. Jillian Doan, Justin Wilson, Joseph Gomez, Annette Rayner, the founders. We have so many calls, but nobody ever takes advantage of them because we're not doing what leaders do. We're not promoting enough. It can't be one or two people promoting. We need to have everybody promoting. So these are the things that you need to do. We always say leaders promote, amateurs invite. Well, it's true. Leaders are actually ones who are enthusiastic about everything and promote everything out. So there's so many different avenues for what it takes for you to be a leader, for you to be a boss lady, right? Do the things that you need to do to have the things that you want to have. If you want to be a leader, find out what a leader is, number one. Because some people don't understand even what a leader is. One big thing I always was taught was a leader is not one person who has to be in front of the stage all the time. A leader is a person who creates multiple leaders. Leaders lead the way. They're not managers. You'll never get anywhere managing anybody. I didn't hit 100K because I was managing my team. We hit 100K because my team duplicated themselves. Therefore, I did not just hit 100K. My team hit 100K because I was taught to duplicate myself, and that's exactly what my team did. So take the reins, take the skills, do what you need to do to have the success you want to have, and put others before yourself. That's how leaders lead. So Jessica, I hope that's kind of what you wanted me to go over there here. I appreciate you getting on here. I know we do have another lady we're going to bring on here with some great information. If we can get her online, that would be great. So that way she can go ahead and share some awesome information. When I came up with this information about this trip, I was super excited. 100 women on Wall Street is something I've never seen before, and she's going to give you some details on a trip of having 100 women on Wall Street. So hopefully we can get her online here, and so we can have her share with you all the details on how to get involved on the 100 Women on Wall Street trip that we have planned in New York City next year. So Jessica, if we can get Miss Laverne Reed online, that would be great. So she can go ahead and give us the details on that. Now, ladies, while we're waiting for that, I appreciate you all getting on here today. I appreciate you all taking time out of day and being our first people on our Boss Lady chat here, our Boss Lady live call, excuse me. So please share the information, share the value that you got here from today, and because that's the only way the word's going to get out. No different than, you know, wealth generators. Wealth generators got big because we shared the value. The word got out. So share the value that you got here. Share the video. You know, despite any technical difficulties that any video has, any company has, at the end of the day, there was value shared. So you want to go ahead and share that information with people, and keep on promoting, keep on growing. That's one way we're always going to grow. That's one way anything big and valuable grows, is just promoting it over and over again by, you know, hundreds of different people. So let's promote, let's keep growing, and you know, I'm excited about this information that we're going to be giving you here tonight by Miss Laverne Reed. Miss Laverne Reed is a lady who actually owns her own travel agency. She has helped us numerous times actually set up events and whatnot, and we'd kind of be lost without her as far as setting up events, setting flights up. I mean, us leaders, we have a lot of flights, a lot of traveling that we have to do, so it's kind of nice to have somebody go and take the reins for us and help us out with that. So this is actually something that has been coming up, you know, finally has come to play, and really exciting to get on. So I just got a message here that Miss Laverne Reed is coming on right now. She's actually about to be on right here. So again, I appreciate you guys, your time and your patience on being on this call here tonight. And very excited. So you know, ladies, we do have a chat, so feel free to, you know, state your comments on chats and whatnot, and let us know, give some feedback on anything that we're talking about here today. So very excited again to introduce Miss Laverne Reed to our Boss Lady call here today, so she can go ahead and give you details on the 100 Women on Wall Street trip program. So Miss Laverne Reed, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Hello, ladies. Thank you so much, Michelle. Can everyone hear me okay? Hello? Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Michelle and Jessica. Great call. I appreciate and enjoyed hearing all of the information. Our trip next year, we are trying to get 100 women to head to Wall Street.
Bar Laverne. Yeah, we can go ahead and we can see you and we can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. Our goal is to take 100 women to Wall Street, to enjoy Wall Street, to introduce ourselves to Wall Street. We're going to New York City, and it's going to be September 27th through October 1st, 2017. The price of the trip is $795 per person. That is based on double occupancy. We have a payment plan set up, so if you ladies, we can share the link in the Wall Street, Women of Wall Street, as well as the Boss Ladies link. We hope everyone can join us. We want to show up in New York City and show out. So I'm hoping that all of the ladies can join us. Miss Robin Menzel is behind this movement, and we're all going to learn to support one another more. We do need to support each other because this is one movement. We're not competing. We are working together as a team. And we want to dominate Wall Street. We want to dominate the industry that we're in. So what better way to do it by going to Wall Street? So we will be posting the information in all of the ladies chat groups, and we're hoping everyone can join us for this fabulous trip. We have some surprises planned, and just hoping everyone can join us. That's all I have. Just look forward to seeing everyone on Wall Street. I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused on this Google Hangout. I'm sorry, I'm not accustomed to using it. I apologize for that, ladies. But if
No
anyone has
problem.
any questions, myself, Michelle, Robin, will be more than happy to answer those questions for you.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time, Laverne. I appreciate the information. I'm very, very excited about that. Ladies, November 1st, I believe, Laverne, is the first day where you can actually sign up and get your first $150 in, so you can start up that payment plan process. So very excited about that, and I hope to see all you ladies there. So Jessica, I appreciate you getting on here today. If you want, you can go ahead and close out the call. And all ladies, I appreciate you all getting on here today as well.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for that news that Laverne just went ahead and shared with us. Ladies, let's start looking into that because I know I want to be there and I want to see everybody in there. So Laverne, thank you so much. Michelle, thank you for opening up the call and for really just wrapping it up for us. Ladies, that's exactly what we want to do. You know, as I've said many times, you know, this movement is about no competition at all. It is about, completing one another, you know, without exceptions of teams, without exceptions of region. We are here to see women excel in finance and Forex all together, you know, and if a couple of ladies can come together and make things happen, imagine what can come together when you have 100+ ladies coming together, actively collaborating, actively organizing, actively letting everybody else know, listen, I am a, proud boss lady in the movement. I am in WG, and this is what we do. This is what it's done for me. This is what I do for it. So with that said, ladies, let's go all the way to the top, and much success to all of you. And I hope that all of you guys have a great night, and I'll see you next week. Have a great night. Bye.